Hey everyone, it is Tiger Mask here with another Final Fantasy XIV guide video, specifically for fishing. Today, we are actually going to talk about fishing class quests. Now, just like combat classes in Final Fantasy XIV, the crafting and gathering classes also have class-related quests. And a lot of times these quests unlock new gear for you, sometimes unlock new abilities, things like that. For the fishing class quests, well, they start here at the Fisherman's Guild, obviously, in Lower Limit of Limosa, and this dude usually hooks you up. Now, obviously, these quests are fishing related, so he'll say, go catch a certain amount of fish, bring them back, and then you're done. It's really simple. You can even cheat on this if you want to, because I'm pretty sure you can buy all the class quest items and just turn them in as you want to. But you do have to be the specific level to get the quest. So for instance, the first one is at level 1, so you get it just by starting up the class. The next one's at 5, then 10, then 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and to 50. And then that's it. There is a great guide at FinalFantasy14Guild.com. It has everything laid out. So for instance, I am currently on a fish in hot water, which is the level 20 class quest. And as you can see, this is going to unlock the Initiate's Fishing Rod, Floating Minnow, which is a lure, which we'll get into a little bit later. And then I'll get to pick one of these pieces of gear, or an Algernon bronze piece, which is just gil. If I don't need any of this, like if I've gotten it through other quests, that's it. And of course for this quest, he wants me to deliver warm water trout to Church Rune. And Church Rune's over here. He's waiting for my delivery, but I don't have it yet. So let's say you're just starting out. The first fishing quest is to get 5 Limnomsian anchovies. Now, if you remember when we were fishing here the first time, oh, it's raining. You can catch those right here. So you can do this quest right near the guild hall. Easy peasy. Excuse me. My tiger ear itches. The level 5 quest you can also do right here near the guild hall. This website that lists these class quests has great descriptions on where to catch them, what bait to use, and things like that. So let's work on ours real quick. So we're on the level 21. Warm water trout. All right, we need crow flies. Let's see if we've got any crow flies in our bait. We should. We have 10. I need to catch 5 of those trout. We're probably going to need more crow flies. So we'll run to we'll run to Honker's Alley and go pick up some more crow flies because we're gonna need them. And I highly recommend if you're watching this guide, you probably want a little bit of support on how to do all this stuff. So like I said, I recommend the website related. There we are, crow flies. As the crow flies, they say. Now these are kind of pricey, but we'll grab, I don't know. Of course you can just type in the number, but this is easier for me. We'll grab 20, so that'll put us at 30 of them. Alright, where are we going? We're going to Upper Lanoska, to Oakwood. So let's teleport to Upper Lanoska. I highly recommend, if you haven't already, to unlock most of your travel points through a combat class first, and then do all this stuff as a crafter class later. You can do them together, but either way, just make sure you've already unlocked a lot of this stuff before running around. All right, we got to find Oakwood. So if I was a betting man, Oakwood is probably one of these fishing spots. So we're gonna have to pull up our map on our fishing guide and find out where it is. And if you remember that other site I mentioned, FF14Angler.com, will have access to all the maps that will show you where all of your fancy fishing spots are in case you don't have them yet. Like I don't have them for this yet. So we pull up our map, we switch it to, what do we say, is this Upper Lanoska? Yeah. Maps take a little while to load sometimes. Alright, here we are. So Oakwood is actually right here. And we will have to take the boat from Jiroon's trading post over to Memroon's trading post. And then we'll be in the spot we need to go. So let's do that. I've already forgotten which way I'm going. There we go. Like I said, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to do most of your traveling via a combat class that is somewhat high leveled, just so you don't have to deal with any mobs or anything. I'm currently setting in fisherman mode, which is kind of risky. Alright, so here's our ferry skipper. We pay the money to travel. And then we know exactly where we need to be. So we got to catch 5 warm water trouts. No problem. I mean, pretty much anywhere right here will let us do that. So let's set our bait for the crowflies. And let's toss our line out. Now there is one little problem here. Whoop, let's turn our light on so we can see our fishing pole. Now you notice this is marked nice and lit up so that we can see. And you can hear, oh, I assume you guys can hear that. We were kind of running the lure line. There's a fairy bass. That's our first one of those we've ever got. Oh. I have to be careful because I accidentally turned on release the other day. I don't want to release any fish. So we're just going to crank away until we get our 5 trout. And I'm going to leave all this so that you guys can see kind of how much time this takes, as well as slightly pad my time on the video. There's warm water trout. We only got to get 4 more. Have a little sip. In upcoming videos, I want to talk about the level grind and things like that for this game. I'm using quite a bit of buffs. You might notice up here this wonderful little thing. That's the road to 60 buff. Warm water trout. That's really handy because it gives me double XP on everything below level 60. I'm also wearing the friendship circlet because my friend sent me a friend invite to this game, which lets me level up any class even more until 30. So it's still it's useful right now on this gathering class because it's not 30 yet. But we're about to hit 24, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, yeah, it's always nice to hear that sound, especially in the morning. We're gonna do a video on the grind because you won't be able to jump from class quest to class quest. They won't level you up all the time. So we'll talk about different ways to get to those levels so that you can be more effective in getting fishermen leveled, because this isn't really a... We're almost done. This isn't a class that you need to spend a lot of time learning finesse or anything on. You know, there isn't a rotation you need to go through. Not a lot of crazy nonsense to deal with. It's pretty much hook, cast and hook, buy some bait, cast and hook. Now, when we add lures, that will get a little different, but we'll cover that in a different video as well. All right, see, now we're done. So now we teleport back to town. Whoop, 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 whoop. And we just sort of go back to the Fisherman's Guild and turn it in. Or, well, go back to your quest to turn in. We know our quest turn in is near the Fisherman's Guild. Now, what I would recommend doing if you're not interested in just instantly turning in, is to keep fishing in that spot, because we were getting perfectly good experience points, and it's a perfectly good spot for if you're fishing level 20 or higher. So just keep grinding it out, get some more levels, and then turn in like I'm doing right now, and then we get to sit through a wonderful little cutscene. You truly fish trout using fake food? So we're using crow flies, which apparently are considered fake, which is why it was because if you know anything about reel fishing, when you have live bait on your line, you usually don't have to reel. If you have fake, you have to make it look real. And that's how you use a lure. Yes, yes, lies lie at the heart of fishing. And then we get to pick our item. This looks stupid, so I don't want to put it on. I think I want these. We did it. So now see, look how close I am to the next level. Let's see if we can just knock that out real quick. Even though this is low level stuff. Now I gotta remember what you use here. Is it pill bugs? I just want to catch a couple of things to hit 25 so I can unlock the next class quest. And that's what I mean by keep fishing and don't leave the spot you're at while you're working on a quest, because it's made for the level you're at anyway. Ah, good. And you'll get more XP that way than having to go out and fish again somewhere else. Oh, this is gonna take a little while, isn't it? What do I need? I need 3,000 experience points, and I'm only gonna get 800 per fish here, it looks like. So this kind of leads us into the grind a little bit, but it's really not that big a deal comparatively. Nice. High qualities. So let's talk about high quality a little bit too. There is a chance when fishing that you'll catch, most of the time you'll catch regular quality, which is fine. High quality comes into play for some class quests and crafting. Culinarian can use high quality ingredients and stuff like that to make the item better. And obviously making better high quality stuff is good. So, a shrimp. The shrimp wasn't worth anything. What a shrimp. So shrimpy. So we're running through this. We're doing our thing. Mainly just to show that sometimes you're missing a little bit of XP, but you want to get that next class quest. So let's get it real quick. Oh, we're so close. What I'm kind of surprised is we're not catching the level 21 fish out here, but I think it's because we're not using the right bait. There is a level 21 fish in this area, and also level 50 fish in this area. And if you catch them, it helps fill out your fishing log, which is a good thing because I like to fill out all of my logs and everything. I'm a 100%er. There we go. Active help entry mooching has been added in a category fishing. You can now accept the next class quest job. Mooching. I guess we'll go over that next time as well. So there's our next class quest. It's dictated by a special quest icon with a little plus on it because it usually adds something to your game. So thanks everybody for tuning in. That is Fishing with Fangs Part 2 class quests, and we will see you next time. Bye everyone.